Environmental pollution. Pollution. Mrs. Sharma walked into class 4th C and took attendance. All were present except Neha. She wondered. Neha was in the school bus in the morning. Where could she be? She asked the class. They told her that Neha had breathing problem and had to be sent back home. Mrs. Sharma said, "Well, these are the gifts of pollution." She nodded sadly. She also had a similar attack of asthma last week while she was stuck in a traffic jam. The smoke and the exhaust fumes from the vehicles almost suffocated her. This happened because smoke or fumes have harmful gases such as carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. But this was not all. Her eardrums almost burst. There was loud noise from all around. Everyone was honking loudly. Some vehicles even had loud music playing. The entire surrounding seemed polluted. There was air pollution and noise pollution all around. We also experience similar situations many a time. And all this because of a single devil called pollution. Pollution is of 4 kinds: air, water, soil, and noise. Those substances or gases that cause pollution are called pollutants. Dust from streets, smoke from factories, and vehicles are all pollutants. Loudspeakers and blaring horns cause noise pollution. Constantly listening to loud noise can make people irritable, raise their blood pressure, and in many cases cause deafness. A large number of factories release smoke from chimneys. This smoke is very harmful for the environment and living beings, as it contains poisonous gases. This smoke mixes with the air. As all living things breathe, they all take in this polluted air. This results in breathing problems and skin allergies. Water pollution. No one can live without water. Human beings, animals, birds, plants all need water to survive. Nature has provided us with plenty of water, but we waste it and pollute it, clogging the rivers with dirt and sewage and with poisonous wastes from factories. Water pollution occurs when pollutants are discharged directly or indirectly into water bodies without adequate treatment to remove harmful compounds. Water pollution affects plants and organisms living in these water bodies. It is leading to deaths and diseases worldwide. A large number of children in our country die of diarrhea every day. Causes of water pollution: sewage from houses, insecticides and herbicides, food processing wastes, plant processing wastes, animal wastes, industrial chemical discharge, heavy metals, contaminated silt. Sometimes oil tankers spill oil into the oceans. An oil tanker once ran aground and spilled 23,000 tons of oil into the Atlantic. This destroyed sea life and damaged the coastline. Measures to control water pollution. Treatment of sewage and drain water before discharging into drains and rivers. Treatment of industrial wastes before discharging into rivers and drains. Stopping throwing of wastes, garbage, into rivers. Steps are being taken by the government to keep a check on water contamination. Water recycling and water conservation are other ways of controlling water pollution. Soil pollution. We throw away many things like plastic polypacks, cans, and bottles. These get buried into the soil and make it unfit for use. Chemical fertilizers are used in fields. They increase production but harm the soil in the long run. Waste from industries contains harmful chemicals. These chemicals make soil unfit for use. Star fact: it is impossible to take a 50-gallon sample of water from the sea anywhere in the world without finding measurable amounts of man-made radioactivity. Air pollution. Air is essential for our lives and existence. This air needs to remain pure and clean so that we remain healthy and free of diseases. Man, by his activities, has increased harmful gases in the atmosphere. Causes of air pollution. Factories let out harmful chemicals which mix with the air and cause acid rain. This harms the water, animals, plants, buildings, and humans. Factories also let out harmful gases which we breathe in. These gases cause diseases and allergies. This unclean air also affects our eyesight and causes skin irritation. Carbon dioxide has increased in the air. This causes the greenhouse effect. This effect traps the heat in the Earth's atmosphere. This in turn leads to an increase in the temperature of the Earth and causes global warming. The heat causes the ice of the polar regions to melt and flow down as water. This has caused water level to rise in the seas. Measures to control air pollution. Burning of garbage in the open should be avoided. This process gives out harmful gases. Plant more trees to increase oxygen content in the atmosphere. Factory owners must be instructed to adopt methods by which smoke from these factories is made free of poisonous substances before it is released through chimneys. Vehicles should use CNG, compressed natural gas. This reduces pollution. Regular pollution checks should be carried out so that the vehicles do not pollute the atmosphere. Firecrackers should be avoided. Noise pollution. When noise around us causes headache, irritation, and tiredness, the environment is said to be in a state of noise pollution. When a person is exposed to noise pollution, he or she becomes irritable, angry, partially deaf, and may also develop hypertension. Noise disturbs everyone. The old and sick are the most affected by it. This happens because their level of tolerance becomes low. This does not mean that the young and normal can be exposed to loud noise. Noise affects everyone. Can you sleep when there is a loud noise? Can you concentrate? No, you cannot. You get affected by the loud noise and lose your sleep and power of concentration. Causes of noise pollution: noise from vehicles, honking of horns, noise from factories, workshops, etc. Loud music during social functions, noise due to bursting of firecrackers. Measures to control noise pollution. There are many ways by which we can control noise pollution. Do not blow horns unnecessarily. Areas like hospitals and school campus are silent zones, and blowing of horns are prohibited there. Do not play loud music which hurts ears. Do not burst firecrackers. Motors, machines, and vehicles also produce loud noise when not maintained properly. Proper maintenance should be carried out for better performance. Generators must be kept far away from houses and institutions and in areas where noise cannot harm anyone, or must be kept in soundproof box. If you are working in an area where there is a loud noise, you must wear earplugs to protect your ears. Students must not bang desks and chairs and not shout unnecessarily in the class, as it causes noise pollution. Now you must have realized that protecting our environment is a community's as well as every individual's responsibility. In order to keep our environment clean and healthy, the entire community must come together and join hands. We as individuals can start from home and move on to our neighborhood. If each one of us realizes our responsibility, the earth would certainly become a better place to live on. Waste disposal. Waste generation and its management is becoming a universal problem, especially in the developing countries. People all over the world are looking for more ways and means to dispose of the waste to save the environment. There are two ways to solve this problem: to reduce generation of waste source, to find suitable ways to turn waste into wealth. Hence, the basic concept of 3 R's, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle, plays the most important role in the modern waste management strategy. Its aim is to generate minimum amount of waste and to extract maximum benefit from the waste generated or produced. Reducing waste. Reducing the use of harmful articles which are non-biodegradable like polybags and replacing them by cloth bags or paper bags. Learning to use products which do not generate too much waste, are eco-friendly and biodegradable. Household waste, that is, vegetable peels, garden waste, etc., can be reduced by making compost. Reusing waste. Converting old pieces of cloth into dolls, cushion covers, doormats, etc. Making new notebooks from unused pages of old notebooks. Reusing old tires, tin can, glass bottles, etc. Recycling waste. Recycling is processing the waste into raw material usable in other useful materials. The waste material that can be recycled may come from several sources, that is domestic waste, office waste, plastic, paper scrap material, metals, and textiles. Recycling is possible only if the waste is segregated at source and then soiled, cleaned, and reprocessed into new useful products.